Greetings, I am Lies. I use she, her pronouns.
And I am Scandal, and I use they, them pronouns.
And let's
play a game together!
Alright, so we are starting up Nadia's route. We have no idea if there's going to be like an opening like animation or anything like that, so we haven't clicked on it yet. But for any of you who have come here from the actual the prologue, then you will notice that we used the updated prologue that was there briefly.
Yeah.
And Corazon is our MC, and we are gonna get this
and you're gonna have to deal with me! Woo! You're all doomed!
So, Nadia, enter the world of Vesuvian politics with Nadia by your side as you uncover deadly conspiracies and navigate courtly intrigue within the city. Corazon's going to be amazing in the court.
It will be fine.
So excited to do this. A private audience.
Book number 6, chapter 1.
So all of them start on book 6. It took me a little while to get the hang of it. It's because the first 5 books are your intro.
Yes.
So each one of these things actually assumes, and it took me a little while to catch on to this when I was doing research and stuff, that you've done the first 5, like in the prologue, the first 5 chapters, in reference to each route directly.
Yes.
So anyway.
All right. I hesitate in front of the ornately carved door. I admire it extensively for, a brief moment in order to let people appreciate me. Hand hovering above the wood, unsure of whether to knock. This is the first time I've been summoned to Nadia's private rooms. There's no telling what awaits me inside.
And this is completely new, so we have no idea how we got here, given that the prologue doesn't have you, anything specifically.
We have no establishing shot leading up to this, so I'm assuming we'll go back in time. This is usually how that works, but who knows?
No idea.
After a tremulous moment, Nadia's voice sounds from within, inviting me in with a tired note.
Oh, she's a little worn out.
Oh, she's sort of... I take a deep breath. Posture shifting I was about to say bull fucking shit. Shifting confidently as I take and enter my way into Nadia's private quarters.
So something you need to know about Corazon is that they are not the nervous and submissive protag that has been written in like what we encountered in Julian's route.
Yes.
And so if the text doesn't agree with that, we are going to ad-lib. Corazon is their own creature and the text cannot outdo them.
They really cannot, and also I really do have to say, for me, I am a little disappointed that they wrote all of their MCs basically to be like huge subs.
I mean, we don't know that because we haven't played all the routes. This is only our second route. If you're here and you haven't seen Julian's route is complete. But so far,
based off of my assumptions, and I these are completely assumptions, feel free to call me out for it, but I feel like basically the writers all kind of universally agreed, going, yeah, they'll just kind of be polite and go,
I mean, based on the prologue,
yes,
you are real damn submissive and quiet.
You are a doormat.
You are a doormat. But Corazon is not a doormat. And honestly, the updated prologue worked so good for Corazon.
It was awesome, and then might also actually be a little confusing here, because if this route, it was written with the original 3 when they originally did it, with the old prologue, this might be a little awkward. So we'll see how this goes. Nadia's elegant figure is posed on the floor.
Yes.
Nadia, what are you doing?
Being beautiful.
As I enter, her back arched and head tilted as her arms hold her up.
Is she doing yoga?
Is she doing a handstand?
I feel like she's doing yoga.
I see. She opens her eyes and looks upside down at me, her hair falling in cascades onto the floor, and smiles.
That sounds like a back bend.
I was about to say, so are we are doing the...
We are doing the hold on the bridge, that they do in...
I don't remember what it's...
Stuff. Nerd. Whoa, wrong name.
Whoa!
Hold on one moment.
All right.
As you can see, we were in fact just playing the other just finished it.
Shocking.
And we went straight over to this. All right.
Excuse me.
Pardon, not nerd.
Technical error.
Yes, we just go back in time briefly. Corazon, you are a soothing summer breeze to my
You're as a soothing...
Thank you. You are as a soothing summer breeze to my troubled mind. Thank you for agreeing to meet me.
She rises gracefully to her feet, only to adopt another pose as she regards me, arms lifting towards the ceiling.
Greeting the sun, or something like
tree
that.
pose, I think, is what that's called. I can't remember.
Okay. No, tree pose is out to the side.
Is it out to the side?
It is. Tree pose.
Okay.
Actually, no tree pose.
Oh,
I'd say
okay.
I know about like 3 yoga poses, and tree pose is one of them.
And they're all white people yoga, probably.
Oh my god, they're so bad.
Ah!
I just imagine her like getting up and doing this elegant hair flip thing, looking at you, sort of casually presenting herself, and then stretching out really long.
Whoop.
Yes.
I
It's
hit him
beautiful. Towards the ceiling.
They seem to be stretches of some sort, though I'm not sure I recognize them. They look complicated.
She's going, I chose the advanced yoga that highlights all of my curves expertly.
I love it.
Especially considering how very busy you must find yourself of late. Going to and fro at my whim.
Finally, she straightens and extends a hand, which I quickly take. Her
Which
elegant fingers.
I don't feel like Corazon would take it quickly.
No.
Which I elegantly, slowly,
Extend
sensuously
the hand.
acquire.
Which I slowly reach out and take.
Yes!
Fingertip by fingertip. Her elegant fingers curl gently around mine. How can I help, Nadia?
I was going to say my lady, but
And then
you're
I-
not quite mine yet.
You will be soon, don't worry.
Don't worry.
I correct myself, remembering with a pleasant flush her request the night before.
Please, be casual with me.
I
will.
Oh, honey, I got it.
Gently holding your hand, watching how delicately you took hold of her hand. But where is the emerald I gifted you? Surely you did not lose it. She immediately looks to your chest and is like, I was looking you up and down thoughtfully, and I realized something was missing.
Something was missing. Was it you?
I love
and
this
me
idea.
together?
That Nadia reaches out a hand, you take Nadia's hand, and then Nadia looks you up and down in detail and is like, wait, where's my gift?
Hi.
Nadia just devours you.
You. Oh, this is what I wear these clothes for.
Does it not go with the outfit?
The emerald. Did I pick it back up from the fountain last night? It wasn't in my room this morning.
Actually, as far as I know, we did pull it out of the fountain.
I thought we did, yeah.
I was pretty damn sure, so...
I parted my lips and tried to explain myself, but Nadia continues on as if I hadn't reacted. Honestly, okay, now I'm curious. So this is back. So this is a different tablet, and we were using another one for our other playthrough. So I'm kind of actually curious as to what. So this has the Julian choices on it,
right?
When we did it with Nerd, so I'm wondering if it's actually reacting to the previous choices, but that doesn't seem right. I don't know, unless it's just assuming.
I was gonna say the thing is I don't think it actually is affected by the prologue. I think this is just how the story starts. I could go and double check it, but as far as I understand from like the Nix Hydra playthrough, which is on their YouTube,
right?
Like all of them start from the same identical chapters,
right?
And then you get whatever you get.
Okay.
So and then she's just like, that must be it. Looking you up and down again, staring at how the clothes fit you, admiring you. You're right, of course. The green would clash most horrendously. I'll send for rubies this time. I must adorn you in every opulence I possess.
Oh, please.
But not without consideration to your fashion choices.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Or perhaps sapphires. Diamonds, I imagine, would bring out your features most fetchingly.
That doesn't...
Honestly, I think everything would look amazing on you. I cannot decide what gems to put you in because you would outshine them all.
I mean, I am a work of art, it's true. Pain cuts across her features. She draws back from me, a hand lifting to gently rub her brow.
Or her collarbone, as the picture indicates.
This is where my brain is. It's right here.
Let me just,
I'm dealing with some trigger points over here.
It's fine. Pressure points. Really
Pressure
important.
points. Nadia? Honey, darling, sweetheart, beautiful muffin, tasty, delicious cake. Are you alright?
Corazon taking one hand, putting it on the other hand. Like,
Point.
I grip your hand more tenderly, but more enthusiastically. With greater attention. I just, get both of my hands around your hand and look deep into your eyes.
Oh, dear.
I also imagine that we're of similar height, so it's looking straight across each other.
Yeah,
Does that feel about right?
Yeah, it really feels about right.
Looks at that, you holding her hand in both of yours. Your concern for me is touching, Corazon. And here arrives the real reason I called you to my chambers. My personal chambers. Just you. By yourself. This morning.
Oh, you could have called for me earlier, you know.
Right. You could have called for me last night.
Yeah, if you wished.
If you wanted.
If you felt like it. Because I was definitely feeling it. You know what I mean? She clears her throat and twists her waist as she holds one arm in the other, still looking at me.
She has removed hand contact.
It did happen earlier, but I appreciated your commitment.
It's okay, I loved it.
hand holding.
I love the idea, though, that she's just like, nope, there's all this touching, and then her just like takes her hands away, like, I'm a little overly flustered, so I can't keep touching you. I won't stop.
I need a fan.
I need a fan.
I find myself beginning to mirror her pose subconsciously. While I'm still on my cane, because it's a little awkward. But I really wondering how she's contorted her body so easily. Okay, so there's actually an interesting thing that I know in regards to psychology, or basically body psychology. Psychology. That when you start mirroring the people that you're with, you're trying to connect with them. Or basically, you're sort of like, I'm feeling basically what you're feeling. I'm trying to show that I'm with you, regardless of whether or not you actually are there, or that you are actually there. You tend to mirror what they're doing.
I'd say there's a couple of ways. Some people will do it deliberately to make other people feel comfortable. I'm acting more like you. And some people will do it subconsciously, just sort of trying to join the group. Right. But I think the behavior is so much cuter now that I understand that cats do it with their owners. And that there is this social behavior where cats will get all up in your business. And people forever have made cat videos going, oh my gosh, cats just get in everything. And then they finally, enough cat psychology has gotten around that a lot of pet owners are learning that cats are trying to join you socially in what you're doing. They're trying to mirror you, which is what we do with each other. Yeah. So if you give them an object like your object, whether it's a laptop, or whether it's like a sewing machine, or whether it's like their own dishes to wash, whatever it is they're getting in the way of, then they will do that activity to mirror you. So if you're always trying to get in your bath, if you set up a tiny bath for them that looks like the shape of yours, even if it's not a real bath, they will mirror you and do that activity and get out of your way. Right? And so it's really cute.
It's really neat.
But a lot of people...
you're saying that Nadia and Corazon are like a pair of cats.
A little bit, right?
Or like you have a cat marrying a person one way or the other.
In this way, you have a little bit of that behavior of just... All right.
Wondering how she's contorted her body so easily.
As Corazon is not quite as able-bodied as Nadia is.
Which was a thing we actually hadn't figured out when we initially did the replay through of the introduction, basically.
We didn't know Corazon very well yet.
Yeah, so we hadn't really decided. We still haven't decided entirely on some other details, but I do really like that one. We do know that they dress rather elaborately.
Yes.
And there's always clothing for every single occasion. They're always dressed incredibly smartly, and no matter what, they probably think Astra's full of trash. And it's fine. Astra can dress... Actually, I think Astra could dress perfectly fine, just Corazon has much higher standards, basically, for
Corazon is very judgy of their dad figure.
Yeah, pretty much. They want to basically have always a much higher level than it seems like he presents, I think, based off of what they go for.
We have also understood that Corazon does have a slight limp and uses a cane.
Yes.
And has a wide variety of fashionable canes to go with their elaborate wardrobe.
Yes.
You are aware I suffer from a malady, most common. Are you not? Blushing furiously. A malady, yes.
She reaches out with a steady hand and straightens my arm, letting the touch linger before she readopts her own pose.
Corazon leaning on their cane, casually holding one arm out, trying to tilt into the position. Nadia, here, like this. Let me show your shoulder. Let me gently move the parts of you that can comfortably get into this pose.
Right, only being like, is this okay?
Yes, we got this. Perfect. And then move back to her own pose. Aye.
Your headaches? I've heard that you struggle you have most faint experience. Perhaps light massage with oil. I am quite skilled.
I'm gonna die. It's so cute. Okay, so this route is gonna be incredibly horny, just so everyone knows.
Warning.
Porn. Just so. It's incredibly and reasonably common. Seems like everyone has them these days. In fact, the players have noticed that it seems like every single character has headaches. Yet I have not been entirely truthful with you as to their cause. This is right out front. I've met you last night.
It's a little wild,
and I haven't been truthful with you. It sounds like we've had Like, either her guilt is, like, through the roof. I spoke to you once and I didn't tell you everything. I'm so sorry.
Or she's basically been, I don't know, like, or she feels basically lonely and isolated and she's trying to share something that seems like a really in-depth thing.
Yeah,
like,
she's basically just being,
she's reaching out very
being
hard.
vulnerable at the moment and going,
Yes.
I am lonely as fuck, so
Like,
let me do this.
My husband has been dead for years and he was an asshole, but that
Yes.
doesn't mean that I'm not lonely.
I must confess something to you in absolute confidence. You must promise me you won't share it with anyone else. This is just for you.
I know.
Can I trust you to keep my personal secret, Corazon?
Whatever secret you have, I would collect like little marbles and I would put them under my tongue.
Oh, God!
And keep them close and then pull them out again and stick them in my pocket. Still not entirely sure what Nadia is planning or what she knows, but unconditional.
Yeah, Corazon is on board.
Because why not? I trust in, the royalty. Why not? Especially when you look this good.
Like with you?
Corazon, honestly, I'm like, you're going to be one of those characters where you make assumptions based off the fact of what people wear.
What people do with their own fashion, their bearing, that kind of thing. How do you style yourself? Oh, you are a person of character.
Yeah, pretty much. And if you act like an asshole, either you've got to have a good reason for it, which I will probably give you, or not. I
love her bed. Like, I love the heck out of her damn bed here. And the whole, like, owl on top of it is just so extra.
It looks great. And also, I feel like it's actually, it's probably foreshadowing, if I had to guess, based on this game.
You think we'll end up in that bed? Oh.
You mean the fact that she had an owl mask on and
It's
Masquerade and Julian's thing? So I'm like, she likes owls for
She's
some...
just like, owls, they are my bag.
Even though I still really want to tell you, and it still makes me laugh, and I think I said this in the last route, owls are dumb as fuck.
They are.
So you guys, owls are dumb.
So
they are big, dumb murder birds, where their only point is to get the food, and damn are they good at it, but damn, they will fuck you up because they are stupid.
So one of the things is, like, owls have become increasingly popular since a certain movie series came out with a lot of owls in it.
Yes.
And while there was still popularity of owls, it's exploded since then.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have realized that owls don't make like the same kind of bird pets that a lot of other birds do. Because most bird owners go, yeah, birds are smart and they're intelligent and they get bored and they can be cranky, but they're really
and they'll literally throw tantrums.
Smart babies.
Yeah.
But owls are dumb as a box of rocks. Like, they've done intelligence tests all over the place and they're like, owls just do not have the brain capacity for very much at all.
All their brain capacity, actually, for many of them, goes to their eyeballs.
Is in their eyeballs.
They're so large, they literally take up space in their skulls where their brains would normally be.
So owls are
normally, air quotes.
super specialized, and they're so specialized that they invested their points, like if you were in like the tier zoo, they invested their points in sight, and especially like night vision and movement vision, and not at all in brain.
Yeah. You have my unconditional confidence, Nadia. I would never betray. Nadia brings a hand to her chest, and then her other hand, bending on one knee and stretching the other out behind her. So she has 3 arms abruptly. No,
Okay, I was getting that. Bending on one knee and stretching the other, you're still focused on arm? Like, as far as the subject of the sentence? So, multiple arms. Her with her 6 arms, just slowly unfolding them as she does yoga.
Oh, no, bending out one knee.
It is knee, and the other knee behind her.
It's so like... she's doing this?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. Like, I know Warrior Pose has that going on the bottom, but it doesn't have it by the chest.
Is it like a lunge pose, basically?
I'm thinking it's probably a lunge.
I'm not sure what it is. I lower with a wobble, which I really wouldn't want to embarrass myself that much, so I'd be, because I am actually aware of the fact that socially it's not necessarily the thing that everybody likes, but also I know my own limits. I will try some of it, I will do some of the stretch, because I am joining Nadia in this process, and she looks great from down here, like, dang. Sweet baiting on my brow as I try to keep balance.
As I attempt the basics of going, okay, cane here.
Keep my balance? What did I say, my balance or balance?
I try to keep balance. I don't know. It would be my balance. Corazon. Your enthusiasm and devotion touches me. Enthusiasm referring to your engagement, and then devotion for your statement.
She reaches out to steady me, running a hand over my back to smooth out my posture.
Running a hand over my back to touch
Feel me
because
up.
she wants to.
Because
Ooh.
I am a snack.
Yes.
For the hands. The eyes. I am a feast. I am an experience.
I was gonna say,
Thank you.
some people are a snack. Corazon is a whole banquet.
Welcome to the fate of Corazon.
The feast is here. But you must not trust so easily. As she has her hand gently on my back, keeps petting you. Like, this is perfect, good posture. I know this. She's just like, I will hold it there. Fingers gently stroking your spine. It is true. I would never seek to hurt you. But that is not so with others. I didn't pledge my devotion to others.
Excuse me.
I
am aware. They are dressed like trash, I'm sure.
Well, you are safe as long as you are within my walls.
Is that what you want to call it?
My personal walls.
Do you mean this room?
We are...
That bed?
Unfortunately, among...
That closet.
Jackals. That are not me, all the same.
The clothing, perhaps?
Corazon, I will label it all.
Ah, come on.
Nadia pauses each word to let Corazon flirt, and it's just like, I'm never going to get this whole sentence out. I'm just going to throw you on the bed.
It's okay. I will go with it.
I shall protect you. Moves hand up to shoulder, gently leans in, twisting her posture more, leaning forward so she can get close, but, argue it's a stretch. Dear Corazon, but it does not do to give the beasts an easy target. I will bite their heads off.
I would love to see it. Jackals? Oh my! What do you mean?
Yes! That's so good. Oh no!
Alas! Azor did not tell me there would be jackals.
Do tell me what you would do to
jackals.
To protect me.
What would you do?
What would you do? I am beginning to suspect, both blush and angry at the same time. I'm pissed off, but still horny. I do not have all the pieces yet to the puzzle of the dearly departed Count's death. With the death which I hired you to unravel, if you will.
Thread by thread?
Given the complexity
button
of
by button
the experience, I do know that some people here could have been involved.
Sliding out of the eyelids.
Unlace the death, perhaps you might say, until I know for certain.
The gird.
It is best for you, all of you, to be cautious.
You hear that, Kane? We should be cautious.
Be cautious.
Nadia stands fully and leads me to an elaborately carved chaise beside the tall bedroom window.
Nadia leads you over there, pauses for half a breath next to the bed, looks at it wistfully, then keeps walking.
I haven't used this in forever.
Except only for myself.
She settles down on the chaise with a soft sigh. Wordlessly, I sit beside her, elegantly positioning myself into a position that no one would assume means anything.
I was gonna say,
but if you were in her position, you would see everything.
You would know.
Perched on the very edge of the seat, like a very confident, beautiful bird.
Like an elegant creature.
But I'm not sure. Perhaps a swan? I'm not sure. They're a little tacky, a little overdone, but we'll see.
We'll decide. I love the idea that she sits down. She doesn't even gesture for you to sit. She just sits in such a way that her posture and her body language invites you to sort of fold gently into her side and scoot up against her. So while a different MC will perch gently on the edge, Corazon slowly just curls themselves elegantly into the hollow of, like Nadia's waist and against her hip. Boink. And is there ready, listening.
I'm attentive.
Nadia breathes for a moment.
Inner Nadia.
Inner Nadia. Hot damn, that was smooth. Smooth AF. I have invited with this posture before. No one has accepted me in such a complete way. You know. Wow. Damn. Bro. What I tell you here must not leave this room.
Oh, it won't go beyond these walls, I'm sure.
My own walls, yes.
Your personal walls.
I have large gaps in my memory. Unfortunately, there's just no way to make that sexy. It seems as if every time I seek to recall them, another headache arrives to block the attempt. This is actually me making a request that you understand that I might... This might be some form of magical ailment, and I understand, while you are quite young, quite new, and you are still an apprentice, but you know a great deal of things about magic, and magic makes me really hot.
I know. Why else would you come to Corazon and not Ezra? Because I am better.
It arrives to block the attempt. I feel...
I know exactly what she's talking.
I also know the innuendo behind it, even as what she says is true.
Honestly, I have a recommendation. It's a very intimate, personal thing that you can engage in. It's a type of magic.
Oh. Here, put your hands in mine. I'll show you a thing.
I'll show you something magical. For a while now, I've known there are vast swaths of time missing from my memory. Years, in fact. It's a little distracting, but also at the same time, it gives me a fresh outlook on life, and I have to just go, I don't remember all the shitty stuff is great.
Clearly, I was trash back then.
And now, look at me.
I just consider it to be a glow-up.
It didn't happen, look at me. The headaches are familiar to me. I don't like to engage with them now. Like, what's the point? When I was first recovering from whatever catastrophic event stole them from me.
Stole the headaches from me?
Anytime I tried to remember the missing years, a fierce pain would grip me. So I just sort of stopped that shit. Until I learned to just let the memories go, because it doesn't matter. I don't literally really care, necessarily.
Honestly?
Like, everybody tells me that, like, Azra was going off for a long time about, you should spend some time seeking to remember who you are. And I went, why? If I am not worthwhile to be remembered by anyone else, why the hell should I engage?
Asra desperately trying to figure out basically this magical ailment with the headaches and going, you could try. Nope, don't try. And but you
Honestly,
know what would happen in the other, like the
but
other
also,
routes?
Corazon would be a shit and go, if it's that important, why don't you tell me?
And
going like, I can't. And going like, okay, then I wasn't worth knowing. It's fine.
And basically this experience of Asra going, you should try so that I can figure out the magic and what it's doing. And Corazon being like, no, thank you. I'm good. It sucked the first time and I'm done. But don't you need your memories? You think I'm not good enough as I am? Now that I can speak and walk and do things, excuse me, I'm not a baby anymore.
I beg your pardon. Goodbye.
Right.
So just let the memories go.
This news does not surprise you, Corazon?
No. I have them too. When I even bothered to deign to,
I
try
had them.
to remember.
I had them as well. And would have if I cared.
I started figuring out this excellent technique that I'm very interested to show you.
I see. Perhaps after I have completed my most busy and full day, I will ask you about it.
Your collarbone is beautiful.
Maybe you could show me in my chambers.
Oh, we will spend hours.
Truly. The headaches and the missing memories. You have experienced both?
Yes. I haven't had a headache since I learned how to control them, I suppose. But the memories still haven't come back. And I really don't care.
It's not really important, but
Bitch, keep them.
Keep them. I only need my memories because of, well, I'm trying to solve a mystery, and if I have nothing to go on, it's hard to investigate. Oh, this revelation is troubling. I wish you no harm or discomfort. It is sad to hear that your life has had a challenge similar to one that has burdened me greatly. It cannot be a coincidence. There must be something here. We have something profoundly in common, I would say. Tell me, Corazon, what is the first thing that you do remember?
Beyond your face?
Yes, beyond that.
Your clothing.
Think back a little farther.
You last night
I assume you saw my clothing then as well.
Mm.
So
I
perhaps...
close my eyes, reaching back into my nebulous past that I don't give a shit about. Going, well, she's asked me, alright, I'll make an attempt, I suppose.
I would inquire while she is here, so we can have some solidarity, so she can see what the experience is.
Searching for, I guess, an answer. Not the answer, but whatever else. My master's face. And the shop. I think it must have been soon after the Count's death. I don't remember a time when he was alive. I mean,
And Astor's very keen on politics, so I would have known. Oh.
I totally would have known.
Then it is certainly a pattern. My memories of that time, too, have been stolen from me.
Who would wish to steal things from you? One cannot steal something from so great a lady. It is not possible.
Even I am not beyond reproach in such matters.
That is unfortunate.
Perhaps I should have had a better guard.
Corazon playing with her little tiny sash around the mannequin.
Yeah,
with the
sash around her waist, just like gently, plating and unplating it. Nadia watching, fascinated. This is so much more than I asked for, and I
am on board.
I love this. I do not remember the Count really at all. I know I was married to him for a considerable time, and yet I'm not sure how I arrived in that position, nor why I stayed.
Honestly, that's really interesting, considering that, why wouldn't Nadia have talked to us about that in
That seems
Julian's
like that would have
route?
been, I guess because she considers it profoundly personal. On the other hand, there was a level of, since I didn't leave to go out and investigating, because the way this sounds is, okay, if these are all AUs of themselves, so hear me out for a second, okay? Basically, where you are functionally the same character. Obviously, people can use different MCs, but since they're all written from the same, prologue.
Right.
Okay, so you're the same person. Then, everything happened in the exact same way, and instead of getting up and going out in the morning to try and investigate Julian, which would apparently mean you rejected a summons to come to her chamber.
Right.
You then came here. But that would imply that in all the other routes where you don't come to her chambers, she still issued the request and you turned it down.
Ooh, that sounds a little bit extreme.
Do you see where I'm coming from?
I'm sorry, I had all the power in the world to be able to ignore our ruler. Goodbye, get fucked.
And also being like, this is the first day after I've come to work for her. I've spent a night in her palace, and then immediately she summons me in the morning, and I go, nope, I've already got a plan. Yeet, I go do other things.
Yeah, that's really
that
weird.
Sounds a little intense to me, and I kind of love it, but I kind of whoa.
That's also really ballsy for basically nerd, I guess, for that particular MC.
God,
whoa.
that'd be so out of character for nerd. The only thing I can picture is basically with nerd that they would have just missed the summons somehow.
Right.
They didn't understand in the same way that we were going, she requested we come, and we treated it as a demand.
Right.
Then, if she said it in an esoteric sort of way, where we're like, no, we should get to work right away, kind of thing. And so we don't realize we're turning it down. We just think we're doing something else.
Right.
Anyway, and yet, watching you gently braid and unbraid her waist belt and just kind of casually leaning
Having an experience.
Having an experience. I know not his voice, nor his person, other than those damned paintings everywhere. The last thing I remember is entering Vesuvia many years ago. Okay, we have wondered to hell why the heck she ever would have married this guy, and I'm so excited to find out.
This is wild.
And then, awaking as if from a daze, 3 months ago. I have no memories in the entire time. Basically, I came here for reasons of my own.
Considering that it seems to disturb you greatly, I am very sorry. Also, I guess it's done some bad things for the city, which makes sense, but,
Over the last 3 months, I have acquired knowledge that the city is in quite a state, and while I have never ruled anything before, so far as I remember, I would do better than this.
Damn it.
Since then, I have been following this thread to a conclusion yet unknowable. Perhaps it is a gift as well as a curse. He and I seem to have had opposing tastes.
How diplomatic.
Looks profoundly into Corazon's eyes and just opposing tastes. This deep feeling of disgust and tackiness. of going,
Ooh.
In any case, it seems significant that our paths should cross like this. Specifically in this moment and this position, like this, Corazon.
Well, you know what? We can pass cross in the next one! 'Cause that was what I was gonna say. We can cross paths in the next one! Woo! So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. We hope that you follow us along and have a good time with us, because this is gonna be great! Oh my god, I'm so excited! Okay, so if you like what we do, though, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos if you're having a good time with us. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or our Patreon. We have some links in the description down below. And, you know what? I have been Scandal.
And I am really excited to start this route. It is lovely to have you along here. Sharing our stuff, if you think there's someone else who would be interested, is really, really helpful, and we would love it. And I have been Liz.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye!